So today is my last day of maternity leave, and I go back to work tomorrow. And I just feel like I haven't had enough time with them. I know I got longer than a lot of women get with 3 months, but it just doesn't, I just don't feel ready.
I had a very high-risk pregnancy because they shared a placenta. They were 5.5 weeks premature. We were in the NICU for several weeks, so you kind of feel a little robbed of that postpartum experience, and that does not get accounted into your maternity leave.
It's just like such an abrupt change that you're with your babies all the time, and then you pick them up from daycare and you might just get a few hours.
I just felt like so disconnected to them. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. I would just like cry, like they're gonna forget me. Or I would come home from work and like feel like they forgot me because they didn't like smile right away when they saw me. And I know they like didn't, but it's really hard to convince yourself that they don't.
I also love my career. I am proud of what I do, but there's always that mom guilt of you're not giving enough time to your kids.
There was the most visceral response from the stay-at-home moms, and it was far from supportive. Somebody else is going to raise your baby. How could you leave these babies? Save some money and stay home. You can make it work. Great that you can stay home, to each their own. I would have loved to prolong my maternity leave and maybe go back part-time, but that's just not our financial situation. And I don't think that's the average American woman's family situation either. We both have student loans, we have a mortgage, we have 3 mouths to feed. I hold the health insurance for our family. We just live in a world in America where, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to think about it, most people are 2-income families. And times are tough. This like whole pandemic and inflation, it's difficult. So many people from so many other countries like chiming in with their maternity and paternity leaves are. A lot of the European countries and Canada are 12 plus months for women. That's kind of more like the message I would love to like talk about and get across, is that could be a lot better in our country.
I just feel so honored to be their mom.